In your lecture handouts, you have come across this slide, and in this slide you can see that some plot has been drawn for the solution of the ordinary differential equation. So the ordinary differential equation was dy over dx is equal to cosine x, and its solution was y is equal to sine x plus c. And here you can see that different curves, and these curves represent the different values of this arbitrary constant c. So here arbitrary constant has been taken as -3, -2, -1, and then up to 4. So in order to plot this graph, so you can use any of the software. So here I will just show you for as a startup or as a startup for our exercises or practice with Mathematica in this course. So I will show you a method to draw this chart on Mathematica. So in Mathematica, so then I will move. Let me move to Mathematica. Okay. So here is the Mathematica window. So in order to plot a chart, we will use the plot command in Mathematica. So it is plot, P-L-O-T, plot. For Mathematica commands, first letter should be preferably be capital letter. Okay, so P should be capital, and then a square bracket. And in this case, our function is sine x. So I will put sin x, sine x, and then its argument x should be also in the square bracket, and then plus c. But in this case, I can represent the value of c something like -3, starting from -3. Okay, and then I will enter another argument, and then that will be in the curly brackets. That curly bracket will show that what value I want to draw. So for example, I want to draw the in terms of the independent variable x, so it will be, I will represent it as x over here, and what will be its minimum value. So in this case, for example, I want from -2 pi, so I will enter pi, so where first letter should be capital. Okay, then the maximum value should be 2 pi. Okay, so that means the value of x should be from pi to 2 pi, and then I will close it with the curly bracket, these arguments, and then I will put one more square bracket over here, and then I will enter shift enter, and then once I enter this shift enter, the plot has been drawn over here. But in this case, I have just drawn this plot for a value of c is equal to -3. So if I want to plot some other values, of c, for example -3, -2 on the same plot, then I need to modify it. So in this case, I will enclose this sin x into a curly bracket as well, and then I will enter the other function. So for example, for -c is equal to -2, I will enter sin -2. So I have already done this over here, and then here you can see what plot I have already made. So plot of sin x -3, and here you can see that all these functions I have represented over here. So -3, -2, -1, and all these functions are separated by commas, and then they have been enclosed in the curly bracket. So I have represented these graphs from -3 to +5, and then the last curly bracket is for the maximum and minimum maximum values of x, and then enclosed it into the square bracket. So in this case, you can see that you have to enter this function many times into this argument. So So for the time being, we will adopt this method. Then once we will explore more Mathematica, then maybe we will know some better function to plot this kind of graph. So in this way, you can plot the graph in Mathematica. So later on, then you can just copy and paste this Mathematica graph into your drawing tool or your document files as well.